Welcome to this Mindful Monday, Mindful Embodied Monday. It may not be Monday when you're watching this recording, and that is absolutely fine. You can watch it whenever you want and from wherever you want. Just to note to anybody in the Zoom room that might be new, you do not appear in the recording. Only I appear in the recording, and anything that we talk about in the Zoom room doesn't go into the recording. And so if you're curious and want to come along as well, if you thought, maybe I'll do that, but I'm not too keen, you won't appear. So this morning we're going to have a different kind of centering. We're going to groove to center. And the reason I've picked this is I was doing some training for a yoga teacher training course on Saturday, and before they arrived I'd set everything up and I'd set everything recording and I'd got myself a bit wound up, and so I grooved to center. And my GoPro, of course, was already running because it's usually running from 10:30, so I don't forget. So it captured it, and I thought, oh, we need to do this on Monday. We need to groove to center. So, from wherever you are, there's only one move. Well, there's two moves. There's that, and there's that. Oh, and then a meltdown. You'll recognise it if you've grooved before. And if you don't want to put your arms in the air, you don't have to. You can just take them there. So, do as it feels good to you. And remember, you cannot get it wrong. And listen to the words. You can hear? Yeah. Just move. However feels good. We're going to take our arms up. You'll hear it in the music when we're going to do it. Just now, feel that music through your body. You can't get it wrong. Here we go. Listen to the words.
I'm stronger than I've ever been.
And again. Just melt it down.
I'm stronger than I've ever been. I'm stronger than I've ever been.
Just feel it.
I'm stronger than I've ever been. I'm stronger than I've ever been. I'm stronger than I've ever been.
And just move, rock, even take a hand to heart or a hug. Arms in a moment. I'm always a bit premature. Here we go. No, we don't. Do it every time. You can't get it wrong. Stronger than you've ever been.
I'm stronger than I've ever been. I'm stronger than I've ever been. I'm stronger than I've ever been. I'm stronger than I've ever been. I'm stronger than I've ever been.
Believe it.
ever been.
Maybe a hug again. Squeeze. Beautiful. Welcome. I'm going to pause the recording, check in with the people in the Zoom room. And if you're watching the recording, consider today to check in how you feel and perhaps what object you might be. Are you a rock? Are you a feather? Are you a leaf? Are you anything? What might represent how you feel today? No wrong answer, no right answer. So we've had some lovely reflections in the Zoom room, and I think I'll pull some of those together later, both in Mighty Networks and in the Facebook group. I have an embodiment exploration for you, and I would like you to notice in your body how your body responds when I first mention it. Before I mention it, I'd just like you to perhaps accept an invitation to come into self-care pose, which is a hug. It is one hand on shoulder, one hand around to the ribs, drop the gaze, drop the head, and have a squeeze. And I'm doing this in advance of, there is no reason to be frightened, by the way. I'm building it up to be something terrible, and it's not. But some of us react strongly to something. So have a squeeze and remember all is good. And the pose that I wanted to invite you to explore from more than one angle is authority. So authority, exactly. I already see some eyes in the room as to what on earth that means. But this is important, and I'll give an example because I don't want to assume that your responses are the same as mine. You can come at the word authority and the embodiment of authority in two different ways. One is seeing an authority figure looming above you, or an authority body. But there's another approach to authority, is the authority within ourselves. The authority that you are. I found this first easier to relate to when I thought of myself back in the profession as a doctor in a very niche area, working and, for example, standing as an expert witness in court, and I could be an authority. But some of you know I was invited to have a GP appointment this week, tomorrow, which was somewhat shocking because I've never been invited for a GP review, and I'm going tomorrow, and I had to remember I am the authority on me. So we're going to explore, but I wanted to give you that setup first because I didn't want you to feel that you were stepping into a cloud under which the authority was lying. You can approach this however you wish. So I'm going to stand up, but you can stay there if you wish. Authority pose. Now, as you know, when we set up embodiment poses, I give you the technical setup, but then how you find it in your own body is up to you. But to start with, it's what we call a yang pose. So the front knee is bent and the back leg is strong, and the weight, we're not leaning, but the weight is like 60% in the front. The legs are a little bit wider and the arms are out, but the hands are down. So you may have a reaction to this, and if you are uncomfortable in this pose, you might prefer the mountain pose, which is stand pose, taking a stand, which can be a variation of authority. But notice first and explore how it feels in your body and where you link it in your life. So you may immediately sense the authority that you experience from others or from systems, from work, from governments, from countries, from partners even, friends even, social contacts. But also come back to knowing that you have your own authority, your own agency, your own strength. Yeah, if your arms ache, you can take them down, and remember, you can come back to the strength of the mountain pose, which is taking a stand, but we can use it in the same way. You might try it on the other side. And notice where it's uncomfortable in your life and where you might not want to even think about it. You might not want to explore that, which is also fine. You are the authority on you. So making the choice that's right for you. But the authority, the knowledge, the wisdom that is within you also relates to this pose. So notice where you feel it in your body and where there is resistance, where that resistance might be even to yourself as an authority. You may at times have not believed in yourself as an authority, either in a subject or in your own life. In a relationship, whether it's a relationship that's personal or work related or medical appointment related. And I do bring that in because for many of us in this group, we have a series of medical appointments and we can feel undermined. We can feel not believed, we can feel not understood, and we can feel like we're not accepted as an authority on ourselves, which we are. So notice how it feels, and if you need more anywhere in your life. And stay there or come back to the mountain, taking a stand, standing tall and resolute, still perhaps keeping that authority within. And it can be softer, you can take hands to heart. I am an authority on my life, my world, my body. And notice how it feels. And then an invitation to come back to self-care pose. So one hand round to shoulder, one hand round to ribs. Drop the gaze, drop the eyes. Have a squeeze, have a hug. Even when we are advocating for ourselves, when we are being an authority for ourselves, we still need the self-care underneath to underpin that. And then gently let that go and have a shimmy and have a shake and remember the words of that song, of that groove, that I'm stronger than I've ever been. And I'm going to pause the recording and check in with the people in the Zoom room. Some lovely reflections in the Zoom room about our relationship with authority, both from others and ourselves. So an invitation for a guided meditation practice. And traditionally, as you know, we sit tall in meditation. But as ever, I invite you to listen to the wisdom of your body today. Find the position that's right for you. And be comfortable. Be warm and be comfortable. Take a few moments to settle. And you can soften your gaze or close your eyes, but if you become anxious, open them. If anything that I'm saying causes anxiety or attention, ignore it, move away from it, take your attention somewhere else. Sometimes we need to bring awareness to our relationship with something, such as authority, in order to reclaim our sense of authority and of certainty in who we are. Sometimes it's about taking back the power, the strength of who we are. So take a moment to become aware of your body again and how you feel right now. Notice your breath. And inhale with a soft strength. Exhaling with gentle ease. Remembering that you are the authority within yourself, on your world. Sensing into this feeling, even if it's imagined, of authority of yourself. Allowing your body to soften even a little. Inhaling with soft strength. Exhaling with gentle ease. Perhaps you can imagine or visualize yourself standing tall, grounded, strong. And take your awareness to your feet connected with the earth, like roots down into the ground, giving you support and feeding the inner strength. Sensing or imagining through each foot and each toe. Inhaling with soft strength. Exhaling with gentle ease. Letting your awareness move through the feet, through the ankles, into the lower legs, sensing into the muscles of the calf, the knees, the muscles of the thigh. Sensing or imagining the whole of each leg strong, tall, grounded. Inhaling with soft strength. Exhaling with gentle ease. Sensing or imagining into the hips and the pelvis. Gravity comes down the body through the hip joints, down into the legs. The strength that's there is big, it's steady. Feeling into the hips, even with small micro movements. And the strength of the pelvis. Noticing any responses in your body and anything that arises there. Inhaling with soft strength. exhaling with gentle ease, sensing or imagining into the belly and the chest, both expanding with the breath, both relaxing the heart and the lungs, the organs in the belly, noticing any sensations that arise here. Inhaling with soft strength and exhaling with gentle ease. Sensing, imagining, feeling into the arms, right down to the hands, the palms of the hands, the backs of the hands, each finger and each thumb. Perhaps you can imagine sensing the hands from the inside out, noticing anything that arises here. Inhaling with soft strength, exhaling with gentle ease. Sensing, imagining, moving your awareness up the arms, through the wrists, the lower arms, the elbows and the upper arms, right to the shoulder. Feeling the length of the arms. Noticing anything that arises here. Inhaling with soft strength. Exhaling with gentle ease. Sensing, imagining, feeling into the head, through the neck, through the chin and the jaw, the cheeks, the forehead, the eyes. Feeling the determination here, the authority you convey from the eyes. Inhaling with soft strength. Exhaling with gentle ease. Sensing, imagining the whole body standing tall, energy rooting down to the ground and up from the ground, tall and strong. And allow yourself to rest here, your attention here, for the next couple of minutes. Inhaling with soft strength. Exhaling with gentle ease. as we approach the end of this practice, you might wish to take a hand to heart and one to belly, or take a hug, feeling back into self-care, self-kindness, self-compassion. But perhaps carrying a sense of your own authority, of yourself and of your world into your day. Take any movements that you need, perhaps a stretch, anything at all. And slowly, as you're ready, open your eyes, come back to where we began. If you're watching the recording, we're going to end now. We're coming right up to the hour. Thank you for joining us.